Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm showing you what's in my backpack for the 2019-2020 school year. We're gonna be in the 2020s. That's like insane. I'm here to show you what is going to be my backpack for that year. I'm going to be a sophomore in college and I have my lovely backpack with me. I've had this backpack since like, I want to say junior year of high school, and she is still in good shape. She's still intact. She's just this light blue JanSport backpack. She has the one pouch right here, and then she has another big, like the main pouch, and like she's still really good on the bottom and everything. There aren't holes or anything, just a little bit dirty, but all you have to do is wash it and then it's fine. My only complaint is that there's no water bottle holders on this side, but aside from that, I really like this backpack and I really like the color. It's just nice and basic and it goes with everything. But let's just start getting into what's inside. So the first thing, which is an essential if you're in college or really in any year of school, if you just don't get that much sleep, or if you're always tired and like there's a day in particular where it's just like really hitting you and you really just cannot function that day, you're so tired. I always have 5-hour energy with me just in case like it's just one of those days, you know, and I just really need to be focused and alert and I can't do it for myself, so like I have to take something. That makes me sound like a drug addict, but it's just 5-hour energy. And also I always have this hand sanitizer. This is from Bath & Body Works and it is in the scent Stress Relief. It has like really fresh minty smells and I love this thing so much. Oh wait, oh my gosh, wait. Oh, that was really strong when I tried to smell it. Once you let it die down a little bit, it smells really, really good, and honestly it is stress relieving somehow. I don't know how they do that, but it is. The next thing that I have in here, which everyone should probably carry on them at some point, is a calculator. I don't think I'm gonna have to be taking any more math classes, but just in case there ever is a class where I have to do like a quick calculation or something, I always have a calculator in here. I used to have one of the TI ones. Actually no, it wasn't mine, it was my cousin's, but she let me borrow it for a class and I haven't needed to use it after that, so hopefully I won't need to, thank God. Next, of course, I just have some of these little sticky notes that you just really quickly jot down notes and then just stick it wherever it needs to be stuck. Obviously, there are just some keys. And then I also have whiteout because I do use mostly pens. So whiteout is a huge necessity because I be messing up a lot, let me tell you. And then also, last but not least, you're gonna need some headphones. These are some light blue ones that I got from Target. They were only $10 and they're like Bluetooth wireless ones. They do kind of look weird, not gonna lie. They kind of look like I'm like a grandma, you know what I'm talking about? But they work, so I'm gonna keep on using them. Next up, I have a whole bunch of pens. Like I said, I pretty much only use pens because I feel like they're just a lot neater and a lot cleaner versus pencils, or I can't describe it. It's just, you know what I mean, like it just is smoother to write with a pen and everything. But I do have a pencil for just in case I'm gonna need one, and then I also have a highlighter. I also have a mechanical pencil, and then I have another pen that I'm gonna use a lot of, and then I have this thing on it because I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but I have this thing on my finger which is from holding pens like this, and I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon. I've literally had it for as long as I can remember, ever since I've been in school, and I like to reduce it as much as possible because obviously I don't like having this thing on my finger, so I just like to add these little things just to help a little bit so it's not as bad or as noticeable, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so that is it for the little pouch. Now let's move on to the bigger pouch. Obviously there are things that you're just gonna take with you everywhere, whether it's to school or wherever function you're going to. So I have my wallet, of course, which just has all of the wallet things, ID, card, everything. And then I also carry with me a glasses case because I wear contacts and I'm always scared that I'm gonna be like driving home or something from school and then my contact is just gonna slip out of my eyeball or something's gonna get stuck in it and I'm gonna have to take it out. Then I'm gonna be blind for the rest of the day, so that would be not good. So I always have my glasses with me whenever I'm wearing my contacts, just so I don't have to worry about like being blind for the rest of the day. And then next thing that I've got here is a taser, just girly things. So this one's really cool. This one is also a flashlight, so if I put it on one setting, it's a flashlight. Like if I'm walking around at night, like to my car or something. If you're in college, you know you have night classes sometimes, so if you ever have one of those, I think it's really good to have these because you got the flashlight when you're walking to your car at night, and then also if someone tries to like come at you, you got defense. You know, you could also just totally go for some pepper spray, or you can just go big and go home like how I did. Carry a taser on you. I don't know if it's legal to carry tasers in your backpack at school. I should probably look into that. I don't know if it's considered a weapon. Honestly, it probably is, but safety first, okay? That's my flashlight. The next thing, which I think is an essential that everyone should have, is just like a little bag of necessary toiletries that you never know when you're gonna need. So for example, I have like a chapstick in here, I have gum, I have a mirror, I have contact solution, I have a deodorant, I have some makeup, pads, tampons, I have a little perfume in there, baby wipes, just anything that you're gonna need, like if you're running late and you have to run out the door really quickly and like you forgot to use or put on. I have like concealer in there because what if I'm like running late one day and I didn't put on makeup, but like I have one pimple that I just really want to hide, so that's why I have the concealer in there. You know, chapstick, deodorant, you never know what you're gonna forget to do in the morning, so I always carry one of these on me and I think it's super helpful. This is one of those things that I take with me everywhere, whether it's to school, to the mall, whatever it may be. You should always have one of these. This isn't the cutest bag, you know, but you get the idea. It works, it does its job. And then another bag which has kind of a cuter print, it just has some little sharks on it. This is my school supplies bag. So obviously in the front pouch I had supplies that I use like on a regular everyday basis, and then these supplies are things that I don't use that often, or they're just kind of like backups that I don't need to have on me 24/7, but also it's a good idea to have them because you just never know when you're gonna need it. So like I have some post-it notes, extra lead, I have a pencil sharpener, more highlighters, I have a hole puncher, some glue, pens, more erasers, Kleenex, you know, all that good stuff that you're not gonna need like every day, but you might need every now and then, so it's like a good idea to have. I've also got a little lunchbox, which reminds me of like a kindergartner every time I use it. It just has a watermelon on it, and then it has this band that keeps it together, and I always put my lunch in here. It can fit like a sandwich and then some fruits and like a protein bar or something like that in here. And I like this more than a bag because with the bag it can kind of fall down to the bottom of your backpack, and then all your food is getting squished, and then you have a soggy sandwich, and then you're not gonna have a good lunch. So if you have one of these, it's really sturdy and your food isn't gonna get squished and it's not gonna sink to the bottom. The only problem is that it is kind of loud, you know, like if you're opening it up in class, it's like, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I really like these, and I have used this all year long, and I plan on continuing to use it. The next two things are just my bullet journal, which I plan on taking to school with me now. If you haven't seen one of my last videos, it was about my bullet journal and how I'm starting one, so I feel like it would be fun to take this to school if I ever have some free time, or if I ever want to jot anything down really quickly. I could always just put it here in my journal. And then I've also got this planner, which I love and hold so dearly to my heart. I don't understand how I did life before I had a planner. Like, I just don't even remember what my life was like. I literally write everything down in here. I write all of my assignments. I write every event that I want to go to. I write just absolutely everything in here, when I'm gonna study, when things are due, when is my next test, like absolutely everything goes in this planner. And it is a monthly and daily planner. So there are the planners that are like weekly and monthly that have the whole month, you know, spread out, kind of just like this. It'll have the whole month spread out, and then it'll also have the days of the week, and then it's just kind of like a box. For me, I really like having all the times on there. So I don't know if you can see this one too well, but this one has every single individual day, and then it has every time starting from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. So you can write down what you're doing at every single time. So it's not just like a list of to-dos, it's actually like an agenda, like this is what I'm doing at this time, this is where I'm gonna be, this is what I have to do. So that's why I like the daily ones more. This one I got at Target for, I think it was about like 10 bucks, and I just know I'm gonna use it up. I had this other one. This is the one that I used last year for last school year. It went from July to June, so it was like the whole school year, you know, and I used this thing up like so much. Like, you can just tell I wrote everything in here. Like, this thing saved my life. I would not have been able to get through my first year of college if I did not have one of these. So it is like such an essential for me. If you can get absolutely anything in this whole like what's in my bag, like you just need to get your hands on a planner, because it'll save your life if you're busy and if you like to stay organized. It just gives me peace of mind, makes me feel less stressed, you know. Instead of having all these things I have to do this and this and this and this going on in my head, I just have to look at my planner, see, okay, this is the first thing that I have to do, and then this. Having everything organized just makes me feel a lot more calm. I highly suggest that you get your hands on one. And then the last supplies are just the basics, you know, a folder, and then inside every folder I have a little notebook. So that is how I like to keep track of my classes. I know a lot of people like to keep binders and then they just divide for like each class, but for me I don't like carrying binders around because I just feel like they're really bulky and you're not gonna need to take stuff for every single class every single day, you know? And sometimes you're only gonna need to go to 3 classes, so you only need to take 3 notebooks instead of having to take your binder every single day because that's where all your stuff is. So yeah, each class has its own notebook and its own folder. That's just what's easiest for me to keep track of all my stuff. And then if I don't end up using all of a notebook, I just literally take out the pages that I did use and then I just use the whole notebook again, like if it's brand new with whatever new class that I'm taking. Yeah, that is just about it that's in my backpack. Oh, I also always have my phone charger with me just because, you know, if you're spending long days there, that's how my schedule is. Instead of having like 1 or 2 classes every single day, I try to put all my classes on one day just because I'd rather only have to go there 1 or 2 days a week versus all the days a week. But then I am there for a long amount of time, so I always have my charger with me and I always have a reusable water cup, you know? So those are my school supplies. Those are the essentials. You just need everything that's in my backpack because like I know what I'm doing, you know? Is this like a lot to you or is this like not enough? Let me know. For me, I feel like it's kind of a lot because I feel like I look at other people's backpacks just to see like how full they are and they're always like jack empty. Like how do you not carry anything with you? And then I feel like mine is always like super full and like I can barely zip it up. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope that you have a great day.